The corner, the corner, the corner.
Hey, welcome. Come on into Cousin Ed's Corner. This podcast is where you'll find real, authentic conversation, organic conversation, unscripted, unfiltered conversation, like you're on with your cousin. It's all about life. It's about finance. It's about spirituality. It's about love and everything in between. I'm your host, Cousin Ed. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey. So sit back and listen in as we dive into a wide range of topics. I have some diverse guests coming on with an array of thoughts and opinions. My goal is to create a space all for us to connect and communicate. It's not really about me. It's about the community as a whole. Let's enjoy it. Let's sit back. Let's think about our past. Let's move into our future. It's about
The corner, the corner, the corner. So no matter how you cut it or slice it, we're all here together. I'm just here to give you a piece of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my mentals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Cousin Ed's Corner. The corner, the corner, the corner.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're back with another one, Cousin Ed's Corner. And today will be a corner connection here at Cousin Ed's Corner. And having some thoughts in my head I wanted to share with you while it's fresh on my mind, while it's raw in my head, while I'm just thinking about it, and wanted to just share, right? So excuse me while I work through these things in my head. But before I get into the show, be sure to like, follow, and share the show. Like, follow, and share the show with your friends, family, and loved ones. Be sure to even share it with a stranger. Also, send a comment. Yeah, send us a comment, a like, a DM, email, smoke signal, whatever it is. Let us know you listen to the show from wherever you're at. So right now I'm requesting to know where you're from. I can see the stats. Luckily, a lot of the platforms that you see where your demographic is, but I like to know who's where, and I might be in your city one day. So let me know where you're from. All right. Before I go in the show, while I'm in the show, I'm going to post a link to my TikTok. If you already don't know, on TikTok with Cousin Ed's Corner on TikTok. See, I don't even have to post it, but I'm still going to post it in the show description. Go to my page on TikTok, and it is one of my pinned videos, one of my saved videos, top of the page. This young lady, being Reek, posted a video that spoke volumes to me about 2 years ago now. It was about her transition from one job to another, and she explained how she was treated at one job and how everything went full circle. I posted a response to that, like I said, about 2 years ago. And y'all wouldn't believe it that yesterday I had a very, very similar experience. So I'm going to try to keep it short, try to keep it brief, but I want you to go watch that video. Watch her video first. So when you go to my video, you'll see my comment. You see a comment box, and it takes you to her video. So watch her video first, then watch my video, then unpause this show. All right. So that's a lot to do, but I know it's worth the background story. But like I said, I gave you an overview of what she said. She was at a company. They didn't respect her. They didn't value her. And she ended up leaving, going to a company that she was supporting. While there, she was supporting another company, and they saw her value, brought her in, and now that company is her client while she's at the other company. Something very similar happened to me. I was working at a company, and the regime changed, leadership changed, and a lot of the autonomy that I had, a lot of the say, freedom, and ability to lead changed. The leaders didn't like that. I'm not sure what they didn't like, but they didn't like me. Let me say that much, right? And so I was stagnant at a point and had to make some choices on what to do. And as I chose to leave the company, I ended up taking another job, right? This is before I put my 2 weeks in. I was still thinking about putting my 2 weeks in, but I found another job and was about to leave. And lo and behold, I reach out to a vendor of ours for the company I was with. And it wasn't out of any looking for a job, because I had a job. I was just saying hello and congratulations to them. I was saying that, I've seen where they have come from and how far they've, been able to accomplish many things in a short period of time that I worked with them. And I wasn't getting around to say I was leaving. I was just telling them, because they made a LinkedIn post, I was telling them congratulations. And through that conversation came up, hey, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm thinking about transitioning from here. And they said, well, let's talk. In that short period of time of me having another job, me getting ready for my 2 weeks in, was able to have an interview, conversations, and things like that, and came into the company. After coming into the company, I was able to show my talent, show my skills, and just be me. I didn't do anything extra. Always when you step into situations, just be you and God will shine. Because it's not you shining, it's God. So I was able to just be me. And I within the first year, by the end of the year, I transitioned to another position. Right, within a year of me being there, I transitioned to another position. And in that position, when I got it, a new manager was hired. And what was said and I ain't say promised, but what was talked about for the position I was going to get didn't come to fruition, because the new manager wanted to put his stamp on it. Right, he wanted to meet me. He wanted to see how I work. He's from the industry. He wanted, so he wanted to get a feel for me. And it was kind of dampering, because I thought I was going to get a promotion into a new position. Nevertheless, I got a lateral into the position that I took. And I could have said no and stayed in the position I'm in. That's the position I was in at the time. But God spoke to me and said, hey, take it anyway. Take it anyway. The challenges that people put in front of you, you don't run from the challenges. Just because somebody doesn't think you're worthy doesn't mean you run from the challenge, right? You want to prove to them over and over again of the mistake they made. So I take that position, and I do very well at that position for a year. So that's year number 2 at the company, for a year. And as a reorg is going on, I get bumped up to one of the highest positions in my role. So, you have a starting position, a senior position, and then a strategic position. So I get bumped up to strategic in my role. Now, this is God. This is not me. This is only God. With being a strategic, my old company is now my client. Now, if you watch the video, I'm giving you a spoiler alert. I get to see them at that first time 2 years ago. This time I get to see them as they're my customer. Won't God do it? Won't God do it? Now, I must be honest. I must say this much. The regime that was there, that was stifling me, that didn't like my autonomy and didn't like my movement throughout the company, they're not there anymore. But God moved them out the way. For what they were doing, not only to me, to others, God moved them out the way. Within 2 years, they have been replaced, right? So you think about this. They were there maybe 4 years, 5 years in their positions, and God said, it's time. I gave you a chance and you wouldn't correct your ways. And God moved them out of their way, right? Out of the way. So as I'm there yesterday, some people who were at one point my peers in my last company, they came. Two of my managers previously came, and a new director of vice came as well, and now they're my customer. Great relationship with all these people, but it just shows you how God works in full circle. If you just stay faithful, you just stay consistent, it's just be who you are. Work the hardest that you can work. Not because you're trying to shine, not because just what you should do. You get to play when you want to play, but as long as they see you working, that's the main thing. As long as you know how hard that for us, most of us have to work 10 times harder. The sad part about it was in our own community, the original job. So it wasn't me fighting against others. It was me fighting against our own. That's a whole nother story. But I was able to shine yesterday and show what I could have done there. Now I'm doing it for many other companies throughout the country. I left there yesterday and hopped on a plane to go someplace else and help other customers. God is so good, man. God is so good. I used to talk about wanting to travel, and God put it in front of me just by being faithful, just by waiting. I look at God now, but like, God, did I ask for all of this? Funny story, real quick, side note. When I was little, I used to pray for mail, right? You used to always see mail coming in the house. And I want a letter. And only letters I used to get was from my grandparents. And I used to get letters around Christmas and, New Year's, like that, from the insurance agent, right? Telling you birthday cards and stuff. So only letters I really got. Now that I'm older, I'm getting letters from every bill collector in the world. I'm like, God, please, I didn't know what I was asking for. Please take these letters away, God. But God will give you what you ask for in due time and in His timing. All right. God will give you what you ask for in due time and in His timing. All right. So God has blessed me with this new position. God has blessed me with the ability to travel. God has blessed me with a lot of fortunate things. And sometimes those fortunate things come like the mail right now. Sometimes they come overwhelmingly. You don't know what you asked for. So pray for what you ask for. You could ask for water and He give you a whole ocean and you drown. So just a little hint. Sometimes you got to be more detailed with what you're asking for, because He will give you that in abundance. All right. I'm out of here. It's your boy Cousin Ed. Hopefully you went out there and looked at the video. I might make another testimony video this weekend, just talking about the whole situation. It was I can say bittersweet. It was nerving, if you understand what I'm saying. I had a lot of mixed emotions that yesterday morning about this whole event that was happening. So, hey, if you have any comments, anything like this ever happened to you, definitely go to cousinedscorner.com. Across top of the page, hit leave voicemail. Leave a voicemail to the show. I love to share your time of overcoming something with the rest of the community, right? Sometimes other people need to hear that they're not the only one going through it. And I love to share it. It's your boy Cousin Ed. I'm out of here. I love each and every one of you. Nothing you can do about it. Have a great one. The Corner Connection. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Cousin Ed.